You're watching Local 5 News. We are Iowa.
Welcome to your Local 5 Saturday News Bite. I'm Liz Leon bringing you today's top stories. And we'll start with today's weather. We're currently feeling those pleasant fall-like temps today. Hannah, what's it looking like out there?
Well, it is still looking very pleasant outside. In fact, it's going to be very cool as we go into tonight. And then we're going to have this dry stretch continue as we see some summer-like temperatures start to enter our forecast once again. However, if we take a look at this is something that we are going to start breaking some records here. We are already at 5th place, tied with the record we set in 1976 of how many consecutive days of 70 degrees or higher we have seen. And right now we are at 121 days all the way since May 10th. So we have been seeing 70-degree days for 120 days or 121 days going into this fall now. But things are going to start warming up, so we have the potential to keep climbing this little leaderboard that we have going on here. And so we'll just see how long it's going to be until we can finally break this stretch and see those cooler temperatures. But taking a look at that temperature outlook for the next 6 to 10 days, you can see that Iowa is in a dark shade of red, which is showing us that we are going to be warming up along with the entire Midwest and a lot of the U.S. You can see the warm up goes all the way from Maine all the way down to New Mexico and parts of Arizona. So things are going to get hot across the U.S. and the Midwest as we go more into the month of September. In fact, taking a look at the heat that we're going to be seeing, we're really going to be above our average. Our average this time of year is around 80 degrees. We're going to get close to 90, especially on Wednesday. You can see 89 degrees, and our average low is going to be exceeded as well going into that week. But if we take a look at those low temperatures tonight, it's going to feel like almost fall. You can see that we're going to see some 40s across the Midwest. Up in Duluth, 37 degrees for the low. It's almost going to feel a little bit like winter up there, but we are going to get reminded that summer is not quite done with us. We are still going to see those summer-like temperatures, but the good news is we're going to be staying pretty dry. As we go through Futurecast, you can see barely any clouds in the sky all the way through today and tonight and going into Sunday. You can see that we just keep that dry stretch and those temperatures stay pretty nice, but there is that warm up on the way. And you can see that that dry outlook is going to stick with us going through the entire month. So we're not going to be seeing too much rain as we go through the rest of September. But tonight, 49 degrees for that low. It's a bit chilly, definitely a fall-like feel outside. And then tomorrow, we're going to start warming up. 78 degrees for the high, but it's still going to be a very nice day. And then as we look at that 7-day forecast, you can see we get up into those mid to upper 80s. Wednesday looking like the warmest day out of them all. And then as we go into next weekend, you can see we do cool down into the mid 80s, but for the most part, we're going to be staying pretty dry and a little bit on the warm side.
Hannah, thank you so much. And perfect weather for the rival game. Iowa and Iowa State took the field in Iowa City today for the annual Cy-Hawk game. This marked the 71st meeting between the two teams, and Iowa leads the overall series 47-23. The Hawkeyes won last year's meeting in Ames, but Cyclones won the last matchup at Kinnick Stadium in 2022. The Cyclones are seeking back-to-back wins in Iowa City for the first time since the 2012 and 2014 season. We'll have all the highlights and reactions from the big matchup tonight. And football fans across the metro are hosting watch parties for the Cy-Hawk game. One of the largest ones is at Coles Commons in downtown Des Moines, where Cyclone and Hawkeye fans alike are cheering on their team. Local 5's Alex Fulton will bring fan reaction tonight on Local 5 after the game. In other sports news, the Indiana Fever's 5-game win streak came to an end last night. They hosted the Minnesota Lynx. The Fever had the lead at halftime, but let it slip away in the third. Minnesota stayed in control and went on to win 99-88. And Caitlin Clark had another impressive night, finishing with 5 threes, 25 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists. Former Cyclone Bridget Carlton had a big game for the Lynx with 16 points and knocked down 4 threes. The Fever will be back in action tomorrow against Atlanta at 3 p.m. on CW Iowa 23. If you've been looking for a four-legged addition to your family, now's your chance. The Animal Rescue League of Iowa is holding a major adoption promotion all weekend long through Sunday. Adoption fees have been reduced to just $35 at all ARL locations. This is all part of the Clear the Shelters initiative to find those animals a forever home. Hear from the ARL on the adorable promotion later on tonight on Local 5 News. Hannah, do you need a friend at home?
I don't.
You don't need a cat? You don't need a dog? Are you sure? Come on.
I'm sure.
All righty. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Enjoy that game, and we'll see you right here on Local 5 News after the game.